ha ha.
I like it. And the mics look like, do they look like mics or do they look like,
So, is somebody announcing the game up there?
we're, we're the live play-by-play for the feed. But last time we were up there, this time you want us in the box?
It doesn't matter. I don't, I'm just wondering, because, typically I'm just announcing, second down and.
Yeah. So we should be up
stuff like
there.
that, Yeah.
Okay, we're up there.
But I just
We're
didn't,
coming back up,
I
guys.
just didn't know what
Yeah, these are new guys.
I was expecting to, or expected to.
Do we have mics that we can bring up, they said?
You know which ones are next? They are.
So one's laying on the desk and one's taped to the other mic. If you want to untape it, just bring it
Yeah.
Dude, this is awesome.
This is sick.
These are real mics. Last time they had like a little earpiece that we talked into.
This is good because we like to chatter in between.
Oh yeah.
Yes. All right, you guys are good.
Dude, this is way last
This is
time.
sick.
Dude, last.
Try.
Here.
Yeah, I don't know. There was some dude sitting there earlier, but
Oh shit, that's right. They're gonna do their. We got a list of names.
we got the train in the background.
Perfect.
You want water? Just
Dude, this is. Hey, Micah. You know when we're live. I sure will.
What do you want?
We're not live right now, are we?
Hey, can I just get a picture of that?
Oh wait, well I have two. I have several of them.
Oh, you have. Oh. Easy peasy.
So we have to really. And are you?
I'm just doing wide for St. Agnes.
Okay. St. Agnes what?
Aggies. The Aggies.
That should be. We
Agnes
got the
Aggies.
Aggies versus the Tommies. We don't pick favorites as the announcers.
Yeah.
Hell, we got 4 minutes to kick off. This is live.
Northeast Minneapolis. The only problem you're going to have is like every 5 minutes.
I remember that last time. It was awesome. It surprised me though. I was like, and there's a train.
What was that? Could you say that again?
What is this green thing?
He said that's nothing. It's nothing.
Is
It's
it
just
this?
cardstock, same thing.
Okay.
Cardstock, same thing. Yeah, I think it was extra print.
All right. So last time we did this, the whole second half we were muted. Should we do a little test?
Just give me a second here.
Oh yeah, no hurry.
Yeah, go check. No, just give me a second, because I'm seeing the audio come through, and I'm not hearing it.
How are the Augies doing?
We're undefeated so far.
Oh, good game.
Oh goodness.
Welcome to Pete Cubby Field for tonight's clash between the Edison Tommies and the St. Agnes Aggies.
Check.
Bueller. Want to thank you all for being there. This is going to be fun. If I get too excited, let me know. I haven't done this for a month, so. I think we're off. But you can turn it off. Is this off? Really off? I know, but I'm just saying. now when we're live. Because I asked people pregame on YouTube. Hello, folks, and welcome to Game 5. Game 5. We got the Edison Tommies versus the Augie.
There will not be an national anthem.
Agnes Aggies.
Agnes Aggies. I'm your host, Jimmy Weeks. With me this week, we have Mr. Frosty.
Hello, it's nice to be here, guys. Happy to call this game with you.
For today's game.
And no national anthem. What do you think about that?
Crystal crew for today's game. Umpire Tony Anderson. Field judge Tom Knobloch. Head linesman Larry King.
You got to get excited. The weather is perfect,
And referee.
and it's senior night. One of the best nights for all seniors.
Yeah, we've got 9 seniors playing on this team tonight. It's got to feel great for them. Being here, honoring them tonight, senior night in the game. We'll see how they perform.
There should be a little bit more juice in the tank. Although I heard the Augies are undefeated, so we're going to have ourselves a tough challenge in front of us.
Yeah, seniors are going to have to step up.
They are.
Going to have to do some leadership on the field with their peers.
Tom Flood.
And this is the inaugural season of Coach Jason Johnson. He's got the kids believing in that run offense, and the defense has really stepped it up. They pulled off their first victory last week, but a week before that, they took the Titans to overtime. This is a team that's clearly believing. Can't find a game ball, though. And in the booth, now we have mics. We haven't been with you since week 1. That made me nervous.
Edison has won the toss and elected to defer to the second half. They will be
Aggies.
to St. Agnes.
Yeah, Aggies, the Aggies.
Jeff's like, "Are you guys okay?" What happened? No, he just like checking the strap.
Thanks for being with us, folks. The Tommies had won the toss. They deferred. It's going to the Aggies, the undefeated Aggies.
Looks like they're kicking into a slight breeze. Let's see how this defense performs on the field for this first drive. They're looking ready to go right now.
Oh, yeah.
On the kickoff line.
The clock has not been set yet, so this might be a malfunctioning clock. It might be a minute. As a high schooler, from going from a snowy field to a summer night stay in November, it's got to be tough. But also perfect weather for a football game. A slight crowd has started to congregate at the south end zone. Breeze out of the northeast. Is that north and east? It looks like they're just about ready to kick it off. A couple more game ball exchanges, and we'll be ready to kick off your Friday night lights. Kind of feels like the election, how slow this has started. I'm not quite sure what they're waiting on now. Oh, the chain gang has a tangle. You hate to see that.
Yeah, once the chain game's untangled, the referees are now able to watch this kickoff. All right, here we are. We're off.
We got the all clear here. Sidelines are excited.
Big boot from Hunter goes to about the 20. Nice return to about the 39-yard line. Nice tackle by the kicker, Hunter. Good tackle. All right, looks like we got a little jumpy on the defensive line. Flag on the field. 5 yards for the Aggies.
And, you know, they're just antsy. They're geared up for this kickoff, senior night. The nerves got to them. Good hard count.
They're looking forward to penetrate that backfield.
Tommy's makes it 1st and 5.
The Aggies got one lined out wide. Hand off to the right. In the tackles. Good tackle. Down at about the 49-yard line.
Flood the ball carrier. 2nd down and 1.
Some really good blocking up the middle there. Pulling guard nailed his assignment.
Tommy's got one lined up deep. The Aggies have one wide out, wide left. We've got under center with 2 running backs in the backfield. Snap is off, run up the middle. It's a trap. Looks like they're going to move past the 1st down to the Tommy's 44-yard line.
That almost looked too easy, Frosty.
Yeah, I need more pressure up the middle. Shed some blocks on the line. Make it personal.
And you can tell they work on that hard count in practice.
They do. The quarterback is absolutely screaming on the field, trying to draw another penalty.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They were 1 for 1 on the first play. They like to run the eye, I see.
Yes, they're running the eye again, and now it's to the right. They're still sticking with that right hash. It's been the same formation 3 plays in a row. Will this be another run play? Run to the left, bounces out to the outside. Tackle down at the 40-yard line. Only a gain of like 3 yards.
That's good vision by the running back. There was a guy in the hole. He did a little juke. Not a bad gain on 1st down. I'm wondering when they're going to take the shot to the receiver on the bottom half of the field. It looks like man-to-man coverage. There is a slight breeze, however. When I say slight, more than slight.
You have to keep in mind, Mr. Weeks, that we are elevated about 20 feet above the field, which does add to the breeze. Under center again,
right?
I formation, going to the left now. So it's a sweep out to the right to the long side of the field. He cuts it into the middle. Tackled right there at about the 32-yard line.
They're moving it down the field.
Flood on the carry for another.
Number 12, Eddie, did a great job of turning the play inside, making sure that it did not bounce outside for a long run. So great job on Eddie. Senior night, he's really performing right now on that outside end.
Oh, the wishbone.
They're running split backs, one wide out to the right, near the center of the field. It's 1st and 10. He's reading the defense right now. So run left. Hit right away, falls forward. Down at about the 22-yard line.
It's got to be the fullback.
Fullback, he did look pretty big on that play. Full head of steam.
You can run the fullback dive for 8 yards every time. We'll have to find a defense to stop that.
Lining up in the wishbone again. 2 down backs in the backfield, 1 wide out right. Under center, giving a hard count. Drawing him. Oh, fumble on the field.
Fumble on the field.
Fumble on the field. Whose ball is this? It looked
Looks
Blowing
like
the whistle.
Fumble on the snap.
Tommies are
Covered
claiming
by
it's
St.
them.
Agnes.
It is the Aggies ball. Aggies kept
Botch
possession.
snap.
But
Botch
now,
snap.
now it is 3rd and 3.
Three.
Third
Big
and
play.
3. If a big stop here happens, Tommy's going to hold them on the first drive of this game.
Do they bring pressure here? Maybe
Got a little bit
run
of a
blitz.
change of position here for the Aggies. Huddle's broken. They're lining up in the I again. Will it be a fullback dive for these 3 hard yards? Got some movement on the defense. Here we are. Run right. Big hole.
Ooh, that's a big hole.
And it is tackled down past the first down marker at about the 14-yard line. They are officially in the red zone.
You know, Frost, that's a great play call. You just say, our guys are blocking better than your guys. We're going to run it right up the gut. Nice sustained drive. 7:30 left in the first quarter.
Lining up fast in the wishbone here. Got the defense ready. Strong left for them. So quick run right up the middle. Gain of more yards. Good tackle, good team tackle on the play there for the Tommies.
You don't see that offense ran as much anymore, but they do it to perfection.
Yeah, Sears Jones and Michael Moore there on the team tackle. Way to secure the tackle, make sure that they couldn't punch it into the end zone. They're at about the 6-yard line now. Nope, sorry, that's the 12-yard line.
I believe it's
6, sorry.
7.
This angle's tough to see. Back in the I formation, we've got a lot of Tommies lined up on the line, ready to put some pressure on them. Here we go with the blitz. Stopped them right on the left side. Good swarm tackle, good pressure. It is now 3rd down. They may have lost a yard there. It's looking like they're back at the 9 or 10-yard line now. 3rd down and
Now they still can get a first down. Is this where you take out the first pass play?
I don't know. Yeah, or maybe they'll run a draw to draw out that pass, but then hand it off again. We'll see what happens here.
17 splits out again.
17's
You
wide out
run
on
a
the left
slant
side,
here.
almost in the out of bounds territory. Looking for the slant. Oh, another mishap snap. Sweep left, ran up the middle, and he is tackled down in the end zone. It is a touchdown, Aggies.
I don't think he got touched till he crossed the end zone.
He didn't, and it was upsetting because it was a mishandled snap. It looked like.
Yeah.
Blood on the carry for a St.
Just good
Agnes
blocking.
touchdown.
Now, can they answer is the question. Keep the heads high on senior night. March down the field themselves.
Yeah, again, it's going to fall on the seniors, the leadership of the football team, to make sure that one score does not determine the whole game. Lining up for the PAT. Ready to go here. They had a hard count on the PAT. Flag on the field. False start is what's called. They'll move that ball back. Will they stick with the PAT? Will they?
Yeah, this is going to be a tricky kick with the wind out of the southeast.
The wind is against them. Slight consistent breeze against them.
Train noise
A
in
little
the
jumpy.
background.
Train is now
There's no
cheering on
crowd
the Tommies.
noise, but now we have train noise, so this could be in Edison's favor.
Low kick, but in. It is
Sign
now
him up, Gophers.
7-0.
Kick is good.
Now, can you answer the bell? That was a long drive. There's only 5:44 left in the first quarter. Can you answer that drive if you're the Tommies?
Yes, question is, what is the response after that? They're running. Mostly middle handoffs, some sweeps. What will Edison's response be? They're lining up right here for the kick return. St. Agnes is waiting for the ball for the kick off.
Michael Moore ran for over 150 yards last week. Let's see if he can keep that going this week.
Whistles off. St. Agnes is lining up. Kick is in the air.
What a boot.
Back to about the 15-yard line. Received by Eddie. Eddie's running it. Down at about the 27-yard line. Whistles out, left hatch. Offense headed out to the field. Let's see how this first drive goes for the Tommies.
They like to run the ball a lot. A lot of traps, a lot of misdirection. Let's see if they can fool the Aggies defense.
28-yard line.
By the way, the longest train I've ever heard.
I think it's going in reverse now. Lined up 3 backs in the backfield. Power stance. Handoff right in the middle. Up the middle. Sheds 2 tackles.
It's a hard run.
That's a very hard run. Up to the 31-yard line. That was a good run of 5 yards.
And when we were here 4 weeks ago, turnovers were the story of the game. Let's see if they can keep ball control and not turn that ball over.
Brown on the carry.
All right, lining up in the left hash here. Same formation. Quick count. It was play
He's open,
action
he's open.
right at the middle
He's
of the
wide
field.
open.
Completion at the 50. Down at the opponent's 41-yard line. Huge play. The defense bid on that play action. Everyone was sold. Wide open down the middle of the field. Great catch.
And the quarterback gave his guy a chance to catch that ball.
And he had a chance to catch and run, so he did make more yards after the completion, which was always great to see.
Now they got a little bit of momentum for them.
Yep, offense is lining up. Quick call for the next play. They're on the right hash now. Run right up the middle. Stopped for about no gain. Team tackle for the Aggies. Whistle was blown before the ball came out. They were ruling them down. Forward progress. It is 2nd and 10. Making a position change here.
Brown, the ball carrier.
And plays like that do set up the play action deep pass, which we saw the play before.
Huddle breaks. The Aggies are lining up with their protection. There's a run to the left, bounces it inside. Good moves, good vision.
Shifty.
Wow, down to the 24-yard line. What a run. That was a gain of about 20 yards there.
That's Trey Graham. Boy, he's a shifty guy.
Yeah, he had great vision. He was reading his blocks. He was following the hips of his blockers. He really turned that 5-yard gain into much more. Playing with his teammates,
and
proving
it's tough.
that this is a team game.
And it's tough because they're putting 9, 10 in the box.
They are. They have nobody deep, only a couple wide out. Quick count, another pass play. Pressures in the backfield, scrambling to the right. It runs out of bounds back at the 31-yard line, whistled down. That will be a loss of about 6 yards.
But on that play, you can see his speed.
Yes, yeah.
That's
he
a
was
senior
very shifty.
that's got wheels.
He avoided the sack right in the backfield off of the fake handoff, which was impressive.
The next step is to throw that one away.
Yes.
If
you could have, thrown it out of the way once he was out of the pocket. Quick player change here. Hunter Parents coming off, giving him a little time to rest. Lining up again.
This is a tough play.
Running to the left, a lot of lead blockers. Looks like no gain, maybe 1 yard on the play.
Yeah, when you take a loss on first down in this offense, it's hard to get that back.
It's hard to come back. Keep more fresh legs on the field.
The rotating O-lineman, is that correct?
That is correct.
I think they want one O-lineman to be in the 4-point stance.
Yes, they are. They are asking for an O-lineman to be in the 4-point stance. Get that center of gravity low, hips down, get that block on.
Look for a play action here.
Trying for the hard count to get them to jump. There's movement on the line. No call. Still jumping. Adjustment on the line.
Oh, they
Sweep
didn't-
to the left, and they came right through.
They did not get off the ball all at the same time.
Did not get off the ball. It looked like there was some miscommunication on when the ball was going to be snapped there after the adjustment.
That's tough. First down, when you take a loss of 8-7 yards on first down, it's hard to get that back at any level of football.
Lost on the play.
Especially when you're not a big throwing team. And the wind is only picking up out of the northeast.
There's a minute 30 left in the first. Edison's lining up.
Looks like they're going for it.
They're going for it on 4th and 20. They're lined up in a deep shotgun position.
You think he'll punt it?
Got motion to the left, handed off to the left, sweep, runs it up the middle. Gains about 5 yards with forward progress. Be down at the 31. Turnover on downs. Defense heads onto the field. Their heads are high and ready to prove that the first drive was a mishap.
And I think this is a really crucial drive. You moved the ball. You had one bad play. You're right in it with them. This drive's going to tell a lot. You got to keep your heads high and get a little bit more pressure.
Lining up again on the wishbone. The quarterback's reading the field, seeing the defense. Oh, we got movement on the line. The ball is snapped. There's no whistles on the field. It looks confusion out there. They did run it for a gain of 5 yards. There were no whistles. Ball was snapped with the movement, and it looked like there was a lot of confusion. As was the flag going to be thrown?
How was the flag not thrown there?
I don't know how a flag
on one
was
team
not
or the
thrown.
other. But, you know, they're young.
Run to the right, tucks the ball in, gets tackled past the first down markers. They are at the 46, moving down the field.
Yeah, and he didn't get touched for 12 yards.
Kibasar on the carry
He's pretty quick.
for an Aggie first down.
Now, was that a wrinkle of the option? I didn't see if the running back was up behind him. Do you think they get this play off before the end of the first quarter?
Yeah, there's 10 seconds left, ticking down. They're still lining up. They're looking at the clock. It looks like they're going to let this run out. Looks like this will be the end of the first. There will be no play. Whistles are blown.
That's the end
Exciting
of the
first half.
quarter.
End of the first.
quarter.
Score, St.
Score 7-0. Got some adjustments to make on the defense.
What's your first adjustment, Frost?
You know, they're running heavily. I would say that it's got to be the DNs shed those blocks and make sure that they turn the ball inside and have the linebackers stuff those middle holes.
Do you bring the safety up from 15 yards?
Safety's up deep, and you know what? I haven't scouted the Aggies. I don't know if they have some of those deep pass plays up their sleeve, like Tommy showed on their first drive.
Yeah. The game is early. Still much to see. You like that both teams are fighting hard on senior night. It's probably not senior night for the Aggies, though. Is that right?
It's not.
Yeah, we're having senior night away.
That's a good point. Right you are. But in watching Edison, each week they get better. First week they had some turnover issues. Second week they had some penalties that really hurt them. Third week was in the snow, so that was just kind of an asterisk. One last week with an insane running game out of Hunter and Moore. Hopefully they can get it going here in the second quarter.
All right, Edison's breaking. We're getting ready for the second quarter here. Switching sides of the field.
Yeah, this is going to be telling because now they're going into a wind.
Which could help them with those deep passes if they
It's
have
true.
more of those up
It's
their
true.
sleeve.
You see 17 down here on an island. If that were me back in my playing days, I would demand a slant route. or a go.
We've got fans cheering on Edison. It's a play action. Screen to the left. Dropped in the flats.
Sweet mercy. He had
He
17.
heard footsteps. He heard
had
footsteps.
17 on a go.
Pass is incomplete.
And Famara Mane was encroaching on him real quickly, and I think that got into the ears of the Aggies. He was running right on him, ready to hit him, and he just didn't complete the catch. 2nd and 10.
You look for 23 to take the dive right here.
So we did see that they do have some pass plays in their playbook. We're rotating personnel. They're lined up in the wishbone. D-line is
23
getting a
up the
lot of
middle.
pressure on them. Right through the middle. Run right. Gain of about 10 yards. Looks like it's going to be close. He is saying move the chains. They will give him the first down. It's on the 44 of the Tommies.
Yeah, when they run that formation, it goes to 23 9 out of 10 times.
Almost every time it is. And it's
And why not?
It's usually right around the tackler end area. It's not usually up the middle. There was a lot of pressure from Andrew Rose right up the middle. It was just unfortunate that it was a run to the outside. If you can get that pressure when they're doing those middle calls, it'll be a tackle for loss. Lining up in the I formation, right hash. Making a call on the line, snaps it, run up the middle. Down at about the 39-yard line.
6 yards in a cloud of dust.
6. Yep, it wasn't touched until 5 yards
Yeah.
in there. It's got to shed the blocks, got to lower those hips,
Gain of 6.
and
2nd down and 4.
dare them to move you. Got a personnel change, keeping fresh legs out there. We got Jordan Stanton coming in for that nose tackle position. He's down. Lining up in the eye. They're ready, snap the ball, run up the middle again. They had good pressure on the outside, but right up the middle.
Yeah, if you look at
There
the
wasn't.
line and the movement of the line, they're firing off. The Aggies are.
Yeah, the edges are firing off. It's just unfortunate that it's not coming into the outside. So they're getting movement when it's coming up the middle versus the outside.
I think they need to fire out a little bit lower for the Tommies. Because these guys are going up the middle and not getting touched for 3 yards.
Yeah, I'd like to see a shoot of the gap a little bit. Pick a hole. Trust that your linebackers will fill the other hole behind you. You got the wishbone lined up left on the right hash. The flag on the play was going to be a handoff to the left. False start on the Aggies. Moving it back.
This is huge. They got to have a stop
This is
here.
big. Yes, this is big. If they can stop them here, if they can get a tackle for loss or even no gain right here, it would really put the Aggies in a tough position. Prevent them from getting closer to the red zone. All right, they're lining up. Offense is ready. In the wishbone.
Watch 23
Ball
on the
snap, run up the middle.
Oh,
Go to
the
that
option.
keeper.
The option there.
There was the option. Kept it right, and this is exactly what they needed. It was only a gain of 2. So they're still behind the sticks on 2nd down here. It'll be like second.
And I think he had a
Give us
chance
that on the
running
carry.
the option to the outside because there was nobody there.
He did, but yeah, he refused to hand it off to the middle run, and he just decided to follow the run up.
And tell me this, Frost, if your helmet
Gain of
falls off
2.
in high school, do you have to stay out for a play?
It's looking like it is. They are doing a personnel change on the Aggies
That's their
side.
quarterback,
That is
huh?
the quarterback. So we'll see what happens on this play. It's
Second
another
and
opportunity for the
13.
Tommies because they're behind the sticks with a secondary quarterback in on the field.
What a time to be shoved in.
Yes, no pressure.
They're going out of the shotgun.
They're going shotgun now. Shotgun with 2 running
Oh,
backs
he must
running
be the
left.
guy
He's
with
going
the
to be an
cannon.
option. He's got the arm. He's
Oh,
just
he's
running a sweep
fast.
to the right.
He's fast.
He's got good blockers. Squared up. He fell forward for another couple yards. They are past the original down marker, but it is now 3rd and about 6, 3rd and 5.
Looks like we have an injury on the play.
He's getting up. He's a tough young man. He's getting up. We are changing personnel. Hopefully it's just a little stinger. little cramp. Coming right off on his own accord.
You got to love the quarterback
Third down
sweep
and
out of
4.
shotgun formation. You got time to see the field. You got 2 blockers.
Yeah, they really ran that strong right. They had the wide receiver out there and 2 running backs that were lead blockers for him.
I believe they kept him in the game.
They did keep him in the game, and it's not the original starting quarterback for the Aggies. They are running out of the same formation, but out to the left now, and they're running the same sweep to the right. He's just reading his blocks, tucking the ball, breaks a tackle, gains another 7 yards, and he's down at the 10-yard line. It will be 1st and goal, Aggies.
Flood on.
Yeah, I guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That was same play, same formation.
It's looking like if that quarterback's in, which he's now taking a call. No, he is staying.
No, he's out.
He's staying out. But when he's in the game, it's looking like you need to shed those end blocks, and the linebackers need to fill that middle. It's a run up the middle. Tackle
That's a good stop.
that was a really good stop. Shed the block and tackled him with 2 men in his face. That was a great play on the field by the defense.
And in comes Hunter Parent.
Parent's coming in on the defense.
Week 1, he was everywhere on the defense. This is a big stop. Although I do believe it's 4-down territory.
2nd down and 9.
It is 4-down territory, so that means they do have 3 plays left to go, but they are 9 yards out. If they can keep them to those no-yard, 1-yard gains, it's looking good for the Tommies. Snaps it, quarterback sneak up the middle, gains a few yards. He's
Tom
he's
Brady
down at
play
about
right
the
there.
5-yard line. Makes you wonder if they're setting something up because again they know it's 4-down territory.
That was an interesting play
they're looking
call.
for a few yards.
Number 3's back into the game.
4-yard gain. 3rd and
So
goal
that scrambling
from the 5.
quarterback's back into the game.
Looks like they got both quarterbacks in.
Both of them are. What do they have for this? Who's lining up under center back in the shotgun? Lining up under center, and that
The
number
backup
3 scrambling quarterback
is
is
the
lined up
running
at
back.
tailback here.
That actually makes perfect sense.
Got motion to the right, flag on the field. Oh, timeout. Timeout is called by the Aggies.
Timeout
Nope,
at
They didn't
Agnes.
realize both quarterbacks from the field. Does it get nulled?
yeah.
Nullified if they're both calling timeouts at the same time?
There's timeout on the field. There was a little bit of miscommunication. Refs were pointing in opposite directions, but someone didn't like what they were seeing out there.
Hey, these guys are just trying their best, but what a night to ref football.
Yeah, and what a beautiful weather night too.
Yes.
I mean, you can't ask for better weather right here in the early part of November.
you think
And
about
where we were just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
With the snow
amen
and
to
the
that,
cold.
Frost.
Like,
This
this is great.
Think about being a senior and being able to play your senior year. I mean, I think that's the most important thing, is that they're able to play out their season, win or lose, just have an opportunity.
Huddles break. They're coming back from the timeout. It is 3rd and goal on the 5-yard line. They're lining up in the same
what do you do
formation
here?
in the I. I think they're going to run it around the end right here. I think they're going to run around the end to the right. But again, they need pressure on that D line. Shed some blocks. Snap is off. Hand off to the right. Full head of steam. Gets down
And
around
he's
the goal
in.
line, and they are marking him in. They are saying touchdown, Aggies.
St. Agnes touchdown.
That was a nice drive. They lost their starting quarterback for a couple of plays, brought in the backup, ran for pert near 30 yards, put another 7 on the board.
And they did a good
6.
job of gaining the yards when they were behind the sticks for 2 of the plays,
Yeah.
too. So they did do a good job of converting that
It's a
first
sign
down.
of a
Snap
good
is off. PAT is up. And they are saying it is good. It is
Boy.
14 now.
Boy,
to
that
0.
barely made it over.
It barely made it over. He did not have much distance or height
Well, the
on
wind.
that.
Score, St. Agnes
The wind is
14,
with them on that kick,
Edison
too.
0.
So is the next one going to be a miss?
We need an answer. The Edison Tommies need an answer. They had so much momentum after that deep pass, and then they had that loss. You got to be able to overcome the losses. How about a big return here?
Looks like Moore's lined up to receive this kick. Whistle's off. Ball is in the air. It's going deep to Moore. He catches it on the back hop at about the 10-yard line. He's running to the right. Good blocks in front of him. He's reading his blocks. He's got a spin move, sheds a tackle, but gets down at about the 26-yard line.
Good return.
Yeah, it was a good return off of a good kick.
It's not often you see your free safety, your kick returner is also your quarterback. That just shows you how much of a stud Moore is.
And how much energy he has. If he's putting this and he's playing every single down like it's the first down. So it's impressive what he has in his tank.
On their own 27.
All right, the Tommies are ready for the first play of this drive. Under center. Quick snap, run right at the middle. It was snuffed out right away by their nose tackle. Gain of no yards. It will be 2nd and 10.
See, they're loading the box. And for the folks at home, loading the box means you got 11 guys within 6 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Yes, they have nobody lined up deep, which is why I think that they drew up that pass play early on. So can they convert another one of those pass plays to have, because they are all on their toes right now. They are all within 5 yards of this line of scrimmage. Ball is off. It is a fake handoff up the middle. Quarterback run to the right, down at about the 30-yard line. Gain of 4 yards. It was a good play.
Moore is very shifty.
Moore on the carry.
I would have the ball in his hands as much as I could.
Yeah, Moore saw that he had two tacklers right in his face on the outside with no one blocking for him over there. And he still knew that he needed to fall forward for another yard, which is an impressive call on his part.
And he's one of those guys that at any play he could take at the distance. That's how you wind up with 150 yards last week.
Snap is off. Oh, it's a quick jump pass completed.
It's a hell of a catch.
It depends on the marking here. It's going to be really close again to the marker. Last time they said this, they said move the chains. Right now, they're not calling for it at the moment.
It looked like he was getting hit as he was catching it. That's just.
And it was a quick pass. It was a jump pass right up the middle for 5 yards.
Yeah, back in high school, we used to call that the old dump pass.
Yeah,
before the linebackers were ready, you'd always get hit right away. So you got to have great concentration.
Yeah, you got to have quick hands too. Yeah. Yes. It is 4th and 1, maybe less than 1 here. This is a big play. The offense line, the quick snap, quarterback sneak. It looks like he gets plenty of enough. Definitely got it. Got a yard and a half. They are signaling that he's down. They are saying move the chains. Chains are being moved. First down. They have 4 minutes and 27 seconds left in this first half.
Yeah, and looking at the clock,
plenty of time to move down the field still if they keep moving the chains.
And
like
looking
they are.
at the clock, Frost, I think if you can just methodically move it down, score, and then go into halftime, get the ball second half, I think that'd be a perfect end of the first half.
Yeah, because defense is stepping up and making plays. They're making plays, and all you need is to chain a couple of those together to stop their drive. If the Tommies can convert a touchdown on this drive and go into halftime only 1 score down, that would be a huge plan for them. Scramble out to the right. There's pressure on the backside. He runs out of bounds at about the 33-yard line, so it will be a loss of about 5 on the play.
And you'd love for him to just throw that 4 yards to his teammates on the sideline, because playing 2nd and 15, there's no plays for that. Yep.
You don't want to add another 5 yards onto the necessary yardage to complete that first down. So if you know that it's going downhill, ship is sinking, throw that ball away. You're out of the pocket because it was a designated scramble. Roll out. All right, lining up. 2nd and about 15. Snap is off.
Get rid of it.
He passes it. It is a completion.
What a catch.
What a catch.
That's a heck of a throw.
Right around the 50.
Way to answer.
Way to be aware. I think he even got 2 feet in there.
Yeah.
That would have been an NFL catch. And I think that the Tommies need to keep playing on this passing game, because it looks like the Aggies don't know what's going on in that backfield in the coverage.
And they're sneaking their linebackers 3 feet from the line. And so if you can get a second, there'll be receivers open. That was just a great Great throw under pressure. He had 2 guys coming at him from the left side. Got the ball away in time, and I mean, you can't ask for a better throw.
Yes, the Aggies are anticipating the run, so they're coming hard on it. And yeah, if you're aware that the backside will come with pressure, little draw play, and wow,
Like he's moving his feet.
the power of his legs. He had 2 guys wrapped around him, and he
kept
was
the feet
still
moving.
churning and churning and churning. That was Jack Hewitt Perry with wow, just an amazing. He had contact behind the line of scrimmage, and he insisted that he would gain yards. So he gained a yard there when it should have been a tackle for loss with 2 guys wrapped around him.
And you see, even after that one completed pass play, the safeties have backed up at least 2 more yards.
And it gives energy to the offense,
Yep.
too. The
Yep.
offense is absolutely energized by that play, and they know that they can move this ball because they are now in Aggie territory past the 50.
And they're using the clock to their advantage. It's 2:40, 2:50 left in the first half. You don't want to give it back to the Aggies. You want to milk it and maybe settle for no field goals.
Ooh, pressure out right up the middle right away. It looks like there was a designated pass play. They had men. Oh, there's no whistles on the field. They're calling it a fumble with a turnover. The
He was
Tommies
on
are
his back.
upset. He is on his back and down, and there were no whistles on that play.
Agnes.
This is where the defense has to make a big stop. They've got 2:24 left on the clock. They've got under 50 yards to protect from the end zone.
And
on that turnover, which was impressive that there were no whistles.
And what Moore did just to not have a loss on that play was impressive. And for him to fight back to the line of scrimmage and then be on his back and they call it a fumble, I don't know. We don't have replay. But that certainly looked like he was down.
Yes, the offense looks upset, but this is going to be something that they have to shake off and just approach it like a new drive. Next drive's a new drive. The Tommies and Aggies are lining up, ready to go for this drive as the second quarter is coming to a close.
Gotta
2:29
stop
on the
him.
clock.
Got to have a stop here.
Yes. It's okay. Get back on the line. A little bit of movement on the defense. Sweep to the right. Good shed to
He's
the
there.
blocks on the
It's a good
cornerbacks.
stop.
Wow, really good stop. That was number 19 there, Eddie, senior. Way to perform on senior night. No gain, maybe even a loss on that play. He shed his block, and it was an open field tackle with a guy with a full head of steam. That was very impressive.
Parent back into the game. Their linebacker,
Derek's
leading
getting a
tackler.
break. They're on the line, lined up, hand off to the right. Now, this is the pressure that the Tommies have been looking for. Had multiple hands and bodies
Man, I
on
thought they
him.
had him
and
down
yeah,
for
they
3.
had him at the line of scrimmage. They had him 3 yards past the line of scrimmage, shed both those tackles, and
It was a big.
he had a pretty good run there. But they did prevent him from getting the first down. It will be 3rd down and 3. This is a big stop here. This is going to be 4-down territory for the Aggies too, with only 1:30 left with a running clock.
Watch 3 up the middle here. Do you sneak in the free
Lining
safety?
up in the eye, snap, sweep to the left. Coaches are calling for holding. There is a flag on the field.
They got it.
They will be bringing this back. There was some pretty aggressive holdings on the field. Clock's at 1:06. We'll see what the refs say.
Blood ball carrier.
Apparently, if you yell at the refs long enough, they will throw a flag.
Holding against St. Agnes.
Doing the math for the 10-yard penalty. Good math. Now you got 3rd and 12. What do you do here? Do you risk throwing a pass?
I think they're going to try for those sweeps again, because those are the ones that they've got 0 yards on the game, but they've also got their most yards on the game. So I think that they're going to run a sweep here. It'll let the clock run. I think they're gonna run that sweep to the right over here. Offense is lined up. Defense is ready. It's 3rd and 12. It is a run to the left to the end.
Oh,
and
going
wow,
nowhere.
Right up.
You
right
call
when the
timeout here?
handoff is there. I would call a timeout. You got over
They
a minute
did.
left.
They must have, because no, stop for a second. Don't you call a timeout?
What a great tackle. I would
No.
call a timeout. They're punting. 50 seconds. Clock is still running. Punt team is slowly coming onto the field. Clock's down to 44. It's down to 40.
Yeah, they're gonna
It'll-
get the ball here with like 20 seconds.
Yeah,
left.
it'll be 30 seconds before they even snap it.
Play for the second half. You get the ball coming out. I understand it. That last drive was going so well.
Snap is off. Punt is up and
It's
in
a
the
good
air.
punt.
Good punt. There's one runner. It's rolling to the left out of
Boy,
bounds.
there's gonna be
There's
12
15 seconds. They're whistling it at 13 and a half. Down at the 21-yard line.
Do you throw the Hail Mary here?
I think they're going to run it and talk about some halftime changes that they can make.
You're probably right.
But you also don't know. You've had two pass plays that have gone over 10 yards, and all you need is if you got the pass in stride, you can turn that into something pretty here.
Yeah, it's just too bad that last drive they finally found a little momentum. Got to the 50-yard line and that unfortunate maybe fumble. But Coach Johnson's good at halftime adjustments. Getting the ball coming out of the half. And there's a large contingent of fans now in the east side of the end zone. So you'll have a little
Lining
fan.
up in the shotgun here, motion to the left. Edison's running it to the right, quarterback keeper. It is down for a gain of a couple yards. Clock is running. It's at
Moore's
6
gotta be a
seconds.
little
That
careful
will
with
be
the,
end of the first
ball
half.
security there.
Yeah, it was hanging a little bit loose.
Yeah.
Turnovers. Well, that was a turnover from them earlier,
At the
but
end of the first half, St. Agnes
he's got that
14,
adjustment in the half.
Edison 0.
they're only down 2 scores, and that's not too bad. I mean, considering that you had a turnover in your own side of the field.
We're talking about the
So that was
undefeated.
a great stop by the defense. This is an undefeated team that they're playing
Yeah.
right now.
All right, stay tuned for our halftime production. We'll be with you in 10 minutes, folks. Thanks for being here with us. Oh, yeah.
All right, guys, welcome to the halftime show for this Tommy Aggie game. It was a pretty good first half. What do you think about that first half so far?
They had the momentum on that last drive. That fumble really kind of halted them in their spot. But they were able to make that stop going into the half. They get the ball in the second half. So it'll be interesting to see if they can get that momentum back. You see those deeper throws are actually really working pretty well for them.
Yeah, the defense had a great stop on their last drive of that first half. So if they can continue that into the second half, we're looking at it could be a pretty even game coming here. If the Aggies can stop moving that ball, Tommy's prevent it, move the ball into the end zone a little bit.
My question would be, how are we going to stop the dive? How are the Tommies going to stop the dive, stop the wishbone? Because they're getting 9 yards.
Yeah. The Tommies, it looks like that the D-line needs to really pop off the ball and really just blow their player right in the face. I mean, blow the play up and have the linebackers like right from the backfield fill in those holes to cover the middle, and the ends will cover the outside. Just get the play in the middle and have the team tackle. It's a team tackling sport.
Easier said than done. Do you think that's what Coach Johnson is going over at halftime? What do you think
It's
are the top two?
absolutely what he's going over at halftime, because I mean they're running the same 3 plays back to back, and so it's something that can be prevented.
Yes.
And so that's the nice thing, is that the Tommies can adjust on this, and I think that they will. I think that they're going to come in the second half, and they're going to be explosive. I mean, they showed it on the field on that last drive, and I think that they're going to continue that momentum.
And how many passes did the Aggies throw?
The Aggies threw 1 pass
And how
for an
well did that
incompletion
go?
to the flats. Yeah.
Right. So I'm wondering if they don't move the safety up, put more men in the box, because the Aggies defense has everyone within 7 yards of the line, and the Tommies have the safety. Moore's way back there. He's like 15 yards out, and the safety's way flanked. So I'm just curious if that's going to be a halftime adjustment to bring more people to the box. It'll be interesting to see.
Well, you wonder if they scouted that. If they do have some sort of deep threat.
Yeah.
You don't know, because they do have that scrambling quarterback for the Aggies, and we haven't seen much of the arm yet. But maybe they're breaking that out in the second half.
And Moore is a freak athlete. Get the kid get his hands on the ball. The one thing you'd like to see is throw the ball away if the play's not there. If you're 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage, just throw the ball away. I'm hoping that's something we see in the second half, because when he's got the ball in his hand, he's electric. He's shifty. That unfortunate fumble, I mean, this game could be 7-14 right now with them coming out with the ball. So it'll be really interesting to see where we pick up in the second half.
Yeah, it easily could. That means that small adjustments on both offense and defense from both teams. I mean, it should be a good second half that's coming up.
Well, I'm Jimmy Weeks, my partner.
And I'm James Frosty.
Thanks for being here. We'll see you in a couple minutes, 2 minutes and a half.
All right, welcome back to the second half. We've got James Frost here along with my buddy, Mr. Weekly, Jimmy Weekly. It's the James and Jimmy commentary show. Looks like Edison's going to be receiving the ball this half. It's been a pretty good senior night so far. What do you think, Jimmy?
Yeah, they just have to try to pick up that momentum they lost after the fumble. The good thing is that it's a new game. They're getting the ball first, and they're going to have the wind at their backs.
Ball is off, received to the 15. It is trucked forward. Big hole up the middle.
Oh, boy, there was a
Gets
gap
it to the
there.
34, yeah.
19, we have Eddie with a nice return on senior night.
Eddie in on the return.
We'll see if they're going to fire off the line, try to set the tone for the second half.
First and 10 on their own 33.
All right, breaking off, ready for the first play of the second half.
And I feel like the wind has picked up.
The wind is absolutely picked up. The wind is at Edison's backs.
Throw
It's a
it.
pass play.
Nice
throw
throw.
the flats.
Oh.
Ooh, right off the fingertips. Right to the fingertips of Eddie.
Passing complete.
Moore's got a good arm. That was
a direct
he
pass.
was open. You might want to take a little bit off that because Eddie was open in the flats. That would have been a 9-yard gain.
Yeah, it looked like
with
he
a
was
little
feeling
bit
the
of room.
pressure. It looked like he was feeling the pressure and wanted to make sure that it got out. And it was a solid throw.
But now you set up 2nd and 10.
Again, they're stacking the box. We have a run right at the middle.
Oh, that's good.
Big play right at the middle. Down
Quick
to about
hitter.
the 40-yard line. They need only 4 yards more to go for the first
It's a big
down.
play on 2nd down.
That was a big run right at the middle, untouched for the first 5 yards.
My question is, do you run a hard count and see if your guys can hold the water? Because
I would love seeing a hard count. We haven't seen much of that from Edison. We saw it on one play. And it was a little drawn out, but they could do it right now. It would be unexpected. The Aggies have been sitting for a little bit. Quick count, another run up the middle.
Same
They're
play.
We're going with
Perfect.
success.
I thought he had it.
They're going to call forward progress down at the 42. It's going to be
short.
fourth and very short.
It's gonna be short, but
It's gonna
what
be
do you do
close.
here, Frost?
I mean, those two plays up the middle look pretty good. If you can get, I mean, they like to do that quarterback sneak right up the middle. If they can get that quarterback sneak in again, just to get that 1 yard,
Less than the
What
yard.
or run
what
that
if-
dive right up the middle again.
What if you did a hard count here?
A hard count would be good too. Is the offensive line disciplined enough to not
That
move?
is the question. It's so tough in high school.
It's hard. It's
Back
hard
in
in high
the day,
school. I
we
was
would
jumping.
always
I was
we would
jumping.
always false start on this. Big play.
Draw is up the middle.
Oh no, he's down. They're calling
They're
him down
calling him
this time.
down. It's going to be very close to that first down marker. What will the referees?
It looks like we have a player down as well.
We do have a player down for Edison. Looks like it's his shin.
And Hunter says he broke his finger.
It's hard to see it.
Injury
It's
on the
Brown
brain.
down.
Brown is down.
Senior
and
for Edison.
I heard
hard to
Hunter
see
coming to
on
the sideline. Another senior saying he broke
senior
his
night.
finger. Not the senior night you want.
Yeah, Edison is taking a knee out of respect for their teammates. He's sitting
Yep.
up on his own accord.
You hope it's nothing
You
serious.
hope it's nothing serious. You hope it's something that you can walk off. A little bit of a bone bruise.
Now the defense is going to have to step up again. He's walking it off. He's moving his knees. To be young again, to be hurt and be able to walk it off.
Yes, when I get a pain, it takes me 3 days to recover. Getting out of the bed sometimes is difficult.
Balsam salts and chiropractor bills. It's not pretty.
Yes, that table down there looks awfully comforting. Mr. Brown is walking off on his own accord. It looks like it is a little bit of a
St.
stinger.
Agnes ball.
Something with the
He's
lower
lift-
right
yep.
knee. This is a big
It
stop
looks
here.
like his shin. He might have got hit in the shin by a cleat or stepped on. He is walking on his own accord. He's looking good. He'll be back. He'll be back this game. All right, defense
Running
time to
motion.
show. They have big pressure
Get
in the
in there.
backfield. Hand on him.
Oh.
Not enough. Arm tackles. Breaks 3 tackles there. Down at about the 27 6-yard line.
So one thing I've learned tonight, Frost, is 3 does not go down on arm tackles.
He does not go down on arm tackles. You have to
He's a
hit him
good
with the
runner.
body.
And
You've got to
he's low to
disrupt his
ground.
motion, and you have to lay that shoulder into him. And even if it is just to wrap him up, to slow him down, to get another teammate to come in and help with secure the tackle.
It's curious because he's not a big guy, but he's wiry, and you cannot take him down with an arm tackle.
When he runs with a full head of steam, he wants to fall forward every single play.
He's got to weigh $170, not even. Although we are far away from the field.
Plays off again, run right up the middle, sheds a couple tackles.
Look at this guy.
He is shedding tackles. He had 4 Tommies on him there, 2 that he shut off, and then 2 that took him to take down. And again, that was a 8-yard, 9-yard carry there.
And he once played quarterback twice. Is he he's a junior? We don't have this. The future's bright for the Aggies program if he's a junior. He is a junior? And what does he weigh? Does he weigh $170? Was I right? See?
You got to take 20 pounds off of high school numbers.
That is true. I was 270. Wishbone. Watch 23 up the middle here. Oh.
Whistles are on the field. Timeout, Edison.
2nd and short.
Timeout, Edison.
What's interesting is the Aggies aren't running a ton of plays, but the ones they run, they work to perfection.
Yeah, they run them consistently, and it's one after the other. It's not a dive up the middle every single play. They do a good job of mixing the sweep with the dive, and that's what's kind of keeping those Tommies on their heels because they don't know to pressure the outside or to pressure the middle. Because if you overcommit to one, it opens up the other.
You can see why they're undefeated.
Yeah, it's a steady yard gain. It's just hard knock football. We're running it, and they're daring the defense to stop them.
And in the trenches, I mean, they are firing off.
Yeah, the offensive line is coming off the ball fast, and they are moving bodies a few yards each play.
I'd like to see the Tommy's linebackers' first step be forward, because until they beat you with play action, you gotta assume that
Play on the balls
gonna,
of your feet,
yeah,
and hit that honey hole. The backside linebacker, if it's going to be a sweep to the left, that other outside linebacker needs to hit that honey hole and just turn on those accelerators and really tackle them. Try to be at the line or behind it. Run right up the middle. And that was a good job of shedding blocks right there up the middle.
I've noticed every time they do the wishbone, it's 23 right up the middle, or off tackle.
That was a good tackle right there by senior Michael Hall. Great play. He had two blockers right on him, shed both blocks, stuffed the ball. It was a gain of only 2 on a very powerful looking play.
And 3 just entered the game. Look out.
Some of these numbers on the field are not on the sheet. 272. It's not right. 374. Sorry about it. Lining up again in the wishbone. It's a play to the left, overcommitted on the left.
Misdirection.
And that was a great tackle there by Michael Moore. It was an open field. It was an open field tackle on their star running back there, number 3.
Little counter action. Fake the dive, swing out the back. It's just at this rate, 6 yards a clip. We got to bring some pressure.
Yeah, it's a 2nd and 4. They're just outside of the and goal mark. If they convert this, they've got another 4 downs to punch it in. A hard count.
That's
There's
good.
a lot of movement. Both sides of the ball.
That's got to be a false left guard.
They are pointing to the Aggies. The ball will be moved back. It'll be closer now to a 2nd and 10.
False start.
So that helps the Tommies there. They can put a little pressure right now on this play. and it would be a long third down then. Run is up the middle.
Oh, make that tackle. Good.
Again, there's a team tackle.
They swarm nicely
2-3
on
guys.
that one.
Yeah, 2-3 guys on the play.
See, even if the
all
D
securing
line
at the same time.
even if the D line can
You need to
slow 'em
disrupt
down,
the offensive
just-
line. If you can disrupt the offensive line and
make
have
the running
faith
back
in the
move.
men behind you,
Yeah.
that they will secure tackles too.
Because you don't have to make the tackle, but if you can disrupt the direction he's going or get a hand on his ankle so that the linebackers and safeties come
if
fill.
you can disrupt it and then get into the backfield, just to make it so that they have that hesitation
Yep.
step in the backfield, so it takes away that acceleration.
This is a big play.
It's a huge thing. Yes, it's 3rd and about 4.
Swing.
Sweep out to the right. It's a pitch.
Oh, nice play by the outside.
Good breaking of the tackle.
Dude, did you see that? I don't even.
That
the
was Hunter
left,
Parents that shed that tackle and made shed the block and made the tackle. What did you
but
see there,
18
Mr. Weeks?
kept the edge. 18 did a phenomenal job keeping the edge.
Yeah, Sue Oswald, another senior. So
Yeah,
really
man
showing
alive.
up. Really showing
That's
up
impressive because it's
on
very
senior
easy.
night.
It's very easy to try to cut that off and make a tackle for a loss, but you really want to keep that edge. He
And
did a
that's the
phenomenal
big
job.
thing, and that's why again this is a team sport, it's a team effort. If
Yep.
if your job is to just conceal the outside and to turn the play inside, because you're trusting the 10 other guys on the field with you. You know what I mean? You have a role. If you play your role, you're trusting the other 10 guys to also play their role, and they're doing a great job here on this.
But now it's 4th and 1.
It's 4th and 1. There's a big stop here.
Oh, quarterback keeper. I think
Quarterback
he got
keeper,
him.
they
He
might
got
have been
him.
in the backfield
He
there.
got him.
It looks like they stopped them. Edison looks
And he's-
ready to run on the field.
And he's limping off the field. There's no way that's a first down. Or am I
They
wrong?
marked it first down.
Are you serious?
It's a 1st and goal.
I thought he lost yards on that one.
Mr. Weeks, I think you need to get your prescription checked on those glasses.
I need binoculars from where I'm at. Oh, he's out of the game, so you know what that usually means is in. Number 3.
Yeah, they're going to put number 3 probably back at quarterback now. And he is. He's in the shotgun. They're going to be running Wildcat, it looks like, from this.
There's
a
just
lot
so
of
many
sweeps
options.
and run
So many
options,
options
yes.
out of this. They're going.
So
they got
sweep right, he
two
cuts
lead-
up the middle, but
That's
there
good
was
swarm
just
tackling.
a
Good
wall
swarm.
of blue that met him right at the line there. Now that was a good disruption of the play.
Can they
It
do
was a
that
sweep
3
to the
more
right,
times?
Decided up the middle, and yes, there was just shoulder to shoulder Tommies to meet him right at the line.
Can they do that 3 more times though? Because
That is a good question. It is 2nd and goal at the 7.
Quarterback's coming back in.
Quarterback is back now, so he was limping off. It must not have been something too terrible. A late change of
Now the train's gone.
players.
I wonder what that sounds like on air. Dude, look how spread out 17 is. They're throwing it to him.
They are throwing it, and it is a deep pass to
he
the
is
corner of the end zone, wide
open.
open, but no hands.
Passing complete.
It was the play action was bit by the cornerback, and it was a wide open touchdown, but just couldn't complete the
So
pass
3
there.
things on that play, Frost. A, if you're the cornerback, you're not going to make a play on any running play there.
Not lined out 20 yards on the side. No, you will not.
B, that ball was in the air a long time. And C, he just had to put that anywhere in bounds, and he would have caught a touchdown.
Correct, and yeah, if the wide receiver, instead of backpedaling towards that pass,
Yeah.
would have just ran forward and planted himself where that ball would have wound up, that would have been a touchdown right there.
But that's
Would have been
that is a
21-0.
long throw for the quarter. I mean, that's a 20-yard throw in the wind.
3rd and goal.
He's doing it again.
Another play action. It's going to the flats, a little bit behind him.
Got to make that play.
He was open. That was another play in the flats that could have been a touchdown.
Passing complete.
All of a sudden, they're a passing team. They're not doing what got them here. Interesting strategy, Cotton.
Which is surprising the Tommies, because they are shocked at these passing plays. These routes are open.
Yes, they are.
It's just that if the ball can be where it needs to be and the hands can be there, I mean they've got yards to go.
If you ask 2-3 though later tonight, if he should have caught that pass in 17 later tonight, I think they'd say, "I should have caught that pass."
I don't know. If I was them back in my high school days and currently, there was a reason I was on defense. You could hit me square in the hands, and I'll knock it straight into the ground.
Timeout.
Timeout. So what they just did, they spread out. What was that? 3 wide right there. That's a formation we haven't seen tonight.
And it was a timeout from the offense too. There, it was a timeout of St. Agnes there
because it's 4th and 5, 4th and 6, and they've thrown the last 2 plays. Maybe they're going to just pick up a new offense and start throwing the ball, which actually bodes well for Edison. Because I believe, have they completed a pass, Frost?
They have not completed a pass yet this game. Now that there haven't been opportunities, which is what's still reassuring for the Aggies, is that there's been opportunities, but that just speaks to the corners on the Tommies too. Is that you have to cover your man, even if it is 10 run plays in a row. Stick on your man because they do have those pass plays.
So what do you do here, Frost?
As who?
If you're the Aggies going in,
if I'm the Aggies going in 6 yards out,
4th and 6,
it's tough. Yeah,
kick the field goal.
The last one.
Kick
the field goal.
The field goal with the wind.
Wind is against them though, and the last time they kicked it with the wind with them, it was
You're
barely
right.
through.
You're absolutely right.
And this is lined up. This is lined up beyond that.
Oh, they're going back to the old bread and butter wishbone.
They are lining it up. I formation.
Oh yeah, not wishbone, but you got 3 in the backfield. Number 3. They're not throwing the slant.
Wide. It's a sweep to the left.
He's got the angle.
It's all about it. It's an open field tackle. What
Holy
a tackle!
Cow. What a senior night for Moore.
Hunt it down. More sniffed out that play.
He's got
right
to run a
from the
4.340.
He was behind the play, and he caught right up to him. That was a tackle for loss.
If it's me, I have him playing middle linebacker.
By Moore for a loss.
Yeah, more lined up as the free safety. It might make position more sense to line him up in that middle or outside linebacker position and just say, hey, play your football instincts and follow the ball. You know,
and actually,
sniff out the play.
We had talked at half about moving him up a little bit, and that kind of just naturally happened because the end zone was right there. But boy, he's got instinct and speed.
And again, this speaks volumes to the defense for the Tommies because when the back's like to the wall right here, when they're in the corner, they're showing up. I mean, they had 4 chances there to punch it in on 4th and goal, and they couldn't do it. Run to the left. Looks like it's tackle. Gain of 0, maybe a loss of 1.
I'd like to see a counter play here because they're just following the pulling guard.
Loss of 1 on the play. 2nd down, 11.
Uh-oh, Moore's coming out of the... No, he's coming off to get a play. We already have 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Where's this quarter gone?
Yeah, this is just like the first quarter. The first quarter went really quick. Third quarter's going quick.
You throw it here?
They've been showing good things in the past. I would give a throw here. I would do another play action. It's a dive right up the middle. Team tackled, swarm tackled.
So I run
out again. It is again going to be 3rd and 10.
So I run a naked bootleg off that this next time. You fake the dive, and he runs to the wide side of the field. He's going to have to make one guy miss. And I hopefully
bootleg or a rollout too. So have the pass option, or you could just turn it into a run.
This could be big. It looks like their
3rd and 10
tight
for
end
the
is a
Tommies.
big guy.
They want to gain yards here because they are deep in their own side of the field. Ball is off. It is another dump pass, and it looks like it's incomplete.
You got to punt this, right?
You got to punt it. You're deep in the backfield here.
Or do you just throw the bomb and it's either caught or it's intercepted?
Defense is getting
I
ready.
did not see the punt team come onto the field, but I'm not sure if the offense is also the punt team. It does not look like...
Does not look like so much of a punt going on right now.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
he's
lining
in
up
the
deeper.
shotgun.
Shotgun motion right. Snaps the ball. It is a pass. Dropping back. Deep throw to the right. It is little over the head. That is a turnover on downs. Defense is coming out onto the field for the Tommies. And again, they're put into the position where step up.
Yeah.
Goal line's right behind you.
And I like the play call. I like the aggressiveness of the play call. You just got to give your wide receiver a chance to either get a pass interference call or go up after the ball. Anytime you throw the ball that high in the air, like the 500 pass, the wind's going to knock that down on a night like tonight.
Yeah, and there's time to react on the defense too.
Yeah.
So you can square up those hips and react to the ball, get close to it.
$100 they don't. $100 they don't pass the ball here.
What are the odds you're giving me?
It's
looking like a false start
It
here.
actually looked like he was going to pass that ball.
False start on the Aggies. They're moving themselves back.
They got to have a stop here.
Now
I don't
it's
think
first and
anyone's
goal
kicking field
outside
goal.
of the 10 yards.
Yeah.
So it's first and 15. Well, first and goal on the 15. I think the Aggies offense was thinking that they're just going to march on the field on the Tommies, and it looks like the wall of blue is really stepping up the second half. Those halftime adjustments by Johnson look like they'd be
That's
paying
big.
off. Again,
Yeah.
a wall right there,
Ouch.
a huge throw down on the field.
Yeah, the D-line
The
is definitely.
Tommies are now reading those gaps and squaring up they're trusting their teammates more now.
And the D-line is really firing off a lot better.
They are.
Because when he got to the line, there was just a wall there, and the linebackers came and cleared it up.
And goal.
And Weeks, what do you do? I mean, you were an offensive player in high school. What do you do when you're looking at a wall of defense?
You throw Weeks the ball deep. You say, I'm going to do a slant and go. I'll see you in the end zone. And actually, 17, if he ran a slant and go, it'd be over. They're
It's
passing.
a play. They are
He's
passing
open.
it.
Oh,
It is a
Jamel-
corner route.
Oh, I
undercut.
thought he had
It
him.
is a catch, touchdown.
That's a perfect
Aggies.
pass by 15.
That was a great pass. Good sideline awareness by the receiver as
And
well.
Moore is fast. I thought he had a chance
Yeah,
of closing
he was under the
and
ball,
hitting
but
that.
he was trying to get it at its high point.
Did he just run a slant
Not
and go
enough.
what I just said? Pert near.
Pass for a
Well,
touchdown.
you'd think so, but
That was just a good corner route. It's interesting that they're passing more in the second half.
and they converted on that one. I mean, you only need one to convert to get that touchdown.
Yeah, and the D line is playing so well, but the linebackers now everyone's biting on the run, and so that is going to open up receivers downfield.
Timeout, Aggies on the PAT.
I hope that's not. Is that real life that happened?
Did they have incorrect personnel? Not enough personnel. It looks like they did send one.
I
guy
want
out
to
there a
actually
little
call
late.
out to our New York studio for our rules official, Jeff Bloomberg. Jeff,
Yes, Jeff. What did you see on that play?
Well, were his feet in bound? Like it's hard to see. Were his feet in bound? What does the official book say?
They're in bounds.
That's what the book says, huh?
The book says his feet were in bounds. There are a lot of shoulder shrugging on the sidelines.
The feet were in bounds. I thought well in high school, Jeff, do you need one or two?
I don't even know what the rules. 2? 1.
Just need one. Yes, just 1 foot in bounds. Yeah, the rule book is thick. They're lining up for the PAT
You
now.
had to go to Chapter 3, Section 8. Kick is up. It is good. That had much more power on it with the wind against him.
He's actually better kicking into the wind. He likes
He
to
just needs a
challenge.
challenge. He needs a challenge.
Score
All right, this is where you gotta really-
0.
Got to have
This
steel.
is where you have to pull points on the board as the Tommies.
You know, as a senior in high school at one time in my life, it would be tough to not have fans at your games. Because, like,
Yes,
you're 18,
fans and
17,
peers,
16.
too.
Yeah. And, like, just to get you jacked up. I mean, it got to be
It made the win sweeter and the losses tougher.
Oh, my gosh. So I feel for, like, I mean, it's awesome that we're out here playing, but it misses a little bit of that raw emotion.
Let me share this link for each week for us for them to see this game, so there can be some viewers at home. We do have people viewing from outside the fence here that are cheering on the Tommies big time. There is that home
Oh,
field
that's
pressure.
not good.
Kick gets dropped short, bounces in the chest, but he does do a great job of recovering. Still gets about 8 yards on that return, and ends it at about the 24-yard line.
And this is where you see senior leadership. You're down, but you're at home. You got a minute 40 in the second half. Well, not second half, the third quarter. This is where leadership comes in and say, "Hey, don't look at the scoreboard. Let's the next play. The next play."
Yes, what will Michael Moore do to inspire these juniors and sophomores that are on the field with him? Because, I mean, these juniors are looking at, I mean, towards the end of the season, they're going to be seniors next year.
Yeah.
You know? So they're going to be
take the
following in his
reins.
footsteps. And what do you do when you're down 3 scores? You're still looking at a whole quarter and a couple minutes left in the third. Edison's lining up. Wall blue, multiple in the 4-point stance. It's another play action.
Boy.
It's blown up in the backfield, but wow, did Moore.
That was a sweet move just to
Moore
get
avoided the
a
sack.
2-yard loss.
Yes, for a couple, and he, I mean, it was a tackle for
That O-line's got to
Lost,
give him a
but
little bit
more
time.
than half a second.
Loss of 2.
They were in there as he snapped the ball.
Second down and 12.
But I remember back in the day, we were always down big, and we would always talk about the next play. Don't look at the scoreboard. Let's win the next play. And if you win enough plays in a row, there's the first down. Cheesy, I know, but we lost by a lot less.
Another pass play, drop back. It was a 5-step. He's running it up the middle, blown up, but he does gain yards on that one. Back to the 25-yard line.
And did you see any receivers open downfield?
Did not. There were a couple in the flats and one going deep, and it looked like he wanted the deep man.
Yeah.
But it was well covered.
That was good coverage by
the
5.
Aggies.
Gain of 5. Third down and
But now
7.
you got third down and manageable. And knowing Coach Johnson, this is
senior
4-down
Hunter's coming
territory.
in.
Do you wait for the fourth quarter here so you have the wind at your back?
Yeah, there's 27 seconds, and the time is ticking right now.
Looks like
So
the
they're getting
train's
lined up.
stopping behind us.
Train's interested in this play.
Goes no. Well, it was,
Snuffed out in the middle, maybe gain of a yard.
so we'll see the fourth quarter starts with the fourth and what, 4? Fourth and
Fourth
6.
quarter will start, 4th and 6.
Gain of 1. Fourth down and
There we have it. They will switch sides of the field. We'll see what will happen now for Edison. All right, here we go. We are bringing up the start of the fourth quarter,
And what a play.
This is the last game of their regular season.
Yeah, the senior year went quick for these guys. Normal season's 8 games. This year they're going to get 6, but they all get a playoff berth, which is awesome.
Yeah, so there will be guaranteed another game to be played. Whistle already. Timeout Edison before the ball is even snapped in the fourth quarter. Looks like there must have been some confusion out on the field.
Got to have your best play called right now for this 4th and 4. Last home game, I'm guessing, because playoffs sure aren't. The higher seed is home. Is that correct, Frost?
Yes, that would be correct for the first week. It would be home before they go to a neutral field.
So for these seniors, this is the last time.
Yeah, this is the last
This is
time
it.
playing on your home field. This is senior night. You're being honored for this. You got one more quarter to be on this field. What will you do with it?
This is it. 4th and 7. Sweep to the right. Oh, that's Hunter gets eaten up real quick.
Yeah, they blew that up in the backfield real quickly.
And Hunter
That
looks a little bit hurt.
St. Agnes takes over on
That
down.
was fourth down. It was a turnover on down. So St. Agnes is in possession again within the 30-yard line of the Tommies.
And this is where you really got to get your team jacked up if you're a senior. Keep their heads up.
Yep, bring the emotion. Just like you're just starting the game.
Yep.
Just bring the emotion.
St.
New
Agnes
set of
ball,
downs.
First and 10 on Edison's 22-yard line.
Play hard-nosed football. The linebackers they're expecting the run right now.
Because they're just going to run this ball.
They're looking downfield. First steps are forward. Still gains a bunch of yards. Multiple Tommies on the tackle.
I have to hand it to their O-line. The Aggies O-line fires off the ball
Carry,
low and
gain
fast.
of 7.
Well, their guards are hunting down the linebackers.
And they're not-
4 yards past
And they're
the line
not
of scrimmage.
huge guys, but they fire off and they hit their blocks. That's a really good O-line. One of the best I've seen in high school in the last 2 years that I've been doing this. I think that's why they're undefeated. Because it's not their passing
Long formation lined up for the Aggies. They lined up the offset eye here. It
He's
is a
throwing
play action. It's a throw,
Flat.
scroll to the
He's
right.
going to flat.
It is in the flat. Catch.
That's a good tackle.
completed. Right sideline.
You know,
At
he
the
was looking
10-yard
downfield for the
line.
corner route, but there was actually really good coverage back there.
It was good coverage deep.
Yeah, I kind of wanted him to throw that and see if we could have got a pick. The Tommies, that is. Is that a flag on the field, or is that just a yellow thing?
It is a flag. I don't know if a ref is aware. Oh, no. There was a flag on the field. Holding on the defense. It is declined by the Aggies. So they're taking the yards. They're taking the stats.
Did you see the hold, Frost?
I didn't see the hold because
I did not.
Who would have been on it? It looked like the receiver was pretty wide
I was
open.
gonna say, there was
6-yard line.
And it was good coverage on the deep route, and it wasn't thrown on the deep route, so I didn't see it. Run up the middle, turns it up.
That's a way to fill right there. That's a way to
That
fill.
was a good way to fill the gap. They only got a yard on that play. Again, another example of the defense stepping up when that end zone's right behind them. They feel that 0-yard line right on their heels, and they're digging their feet in.
We got second down here.
Second down, goal to go, 4 yards out. Snap, run left.
Oh, he's
Full
run
head
through
of
arm
steam,
tackles.
Through arm tackles easily. End zone, touchdown on the run.
It's a pretty nice drive by the Aggies.
Lopez, the ball carrier. That's St. Agnes touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. Kick is up. Kick is through the uprights. It is good. It is now 28 for the Aggies, 0 for the
The
Tommies.
point is good.
10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. What does the offense need to do here?
Well, I'm
Weeks.
glad you asked. They got to string together 2 good plays in a row. What's killing them is the negative plays. Anytime you lose 2 yards, then you're not on time. You're not on schedule. So even a gain of 2 and a gain of 4, there's no play. The playbook does not have the 3rd and 14 and the 3rd and 8 and tonight the 3rd and 6. But yeah, you got to string together. First down is key here. First down's got to be a positive gain, and then second, it gives you so many more options on second down.
It does, and it'll put the defense on their heels too, where they won't know what's coming. Then if you get them on their heels and you're moving yards every single play, you opens up the playbook a little bit. Kick is short, scooped up very well, stopped right there at the 28, 30-yard line.
Yeah, I actually didn't hate that shotgun formation they ran because that gives more.
It gives more time for the quarterback,
and it gives more chance to kind of see the field and say, "Boy, those linebackers are playing up."
Edison will start on their own 30-yard line.
And you can kind of pick your gaps. But you'd like to see them string together a couple nice plays here in a row.
Yeah, running that shotgun's a good option. It gives the Aggies less of a chance to blow through the offensive line, and
very,
so you
true.
You see what's coming at you. Lining up with the three guys in the backfield. It is a run to the left.
That's
still
nice.
going. Yeah, still going.
That's a heck of a
like a
see,
good 8-yard gain
that's
on the left
exactly what I'm
outside
talking
corner.
about. If you win first down, you'll find yourself winning a lot of games.
Yeah, it's 2nd and 2 now. They have plenty
You
of
got options,
opportunities
man.
to get to the first down again here.
When you lose 3 yards on first down, your hands are tied behind your back. So that's a really great play.
Well, yeah. Now in this quarter, the wins against them too. So
that'll help.
It hurts. It hurts the pass. It was a run middle, bounced outside, and I can't believe it. There were
hole.
2 guys in the backfield, and it looked like it should have been a tackle for loss, but it was a first down for Edison. So
that's all on the running back.
Yes,
what number was that? I couldn't even see. It was so shifty.
Completely blown up in the backfield, but
impressive running
for the Tommies.
Do you do play action?
Ball's on the 40.
Do you do play action pass here?
That would be a good option. Try one more run play and see if you get positive yards. Then you can do the play action too.
Well,
Moore's arm looks good.
Thomas Minima. Dude's a big dude.
Run up the middle, bounce to the left side, broke through some arm tackles, and gain of over 10 yards. That was more on the keeper there.
That guy's quick. No, I was just looking at
Sticks
Minima.
move again.
Number 5. He's a big tight end.
And he's a junior too. He's got next year to play. So I mean he's gonna hit that weight room in the off season and get even bigger and more scary for the.
You run a play action, he's gonna be wide open in the flats.
I would go play action here. You've had 3 successful runs back to back to back. Another run up the middle. Wow, keeping those feet. He has 4 guys on him, and he's still making progress. He was caught in the backfield, but advanced to the line of scrimmage, so no gain. But it was a hard-fought no gain.
You love to see the fight. He kept his legs churning.
He turned a run for loss into nothing, which is great. 2nd and 10 here. They're right on the 50. 50 yards to go. The fans are hooting and hollering from the outside. Run to the left.
Ooh, that never had a chance.
It looks like the Aggies are sniffing this out now. It was caught in the backfield. Loss of 2 yards. I mean, he had arms around him right when the handoff happened.
But what that sets up though is the play action bootleg there, because he was going after the running back the whole time, and Moore had open field.
They are completely biting on that run right now, but now it's 3rd and 12, so they're going to be expecting, they're going to be guarding that first down marker a little bit stronger now. Seven and a half left in the 4th quarter. Edison's lining up for a 3rd and 12 in their own territory, just beyond the 50. Ooh, wow! It was a design quarterback keeper. Meant to go to the right, and Moore is running to the left. He broke a tackle 3 yards in the backfield.
He might be a yard
short. It is close to that 40. They're marking him on the 40, and the sticks are on the 40.
Too bad we don't have that yellow line.
Yes, where is the yellow line?
Gain of 11.
This isn't the NFL, I guess. It's
4th down.
They're saying it's
first down.
They're saying it's 4th down. They're saying it's first down. It is first down.
It's both.
The Tommies got the first. What an impressive play.
That was unbelievable.
It was blown up in the backfield.
That guy
designed to go to the right.
The defense was in there as he was backing up. We got to give him a little bit more time.
It looked like the Aggies called that play.
It does.
And impressive by Michael Moore to bounce
shake
that out.
him that quickly was very impressive, because he had to have been shocked. just in shock because that guy was there.
Now you got a new set of downs on the opposing team. Fumbled
No.
snap. He's down on it. Looks like Michael recovered it. Whistles are down. Mishandled snap. It'll be 2nd and 10.
But now you're playing behind. Probably was tired from the previous play.
I think one of those drop passes is coming right here.
I'd love to
Little
see
dump
that.
pass.
I'd love to see that.
Right across the middle.
I'd love
Maybe
to
towards
see
the flats on the
I'd love to see
outside.
5 run a corner route.
Oh, they're going with the hard count. They've jumped
Oh,
twice, but
there you
now
go.
the whistle comes out. So the Aggies jumped twice on 2 hard counts.
And Frost, remember when I talked about that in the first half?
Yes, they are going to the hard count now, and that was a very disciplined offensive line right there.
That was.
There was
that
not
was.
one muscle that was moved, and it was impressive because the defense jumped twice, and that was very well disciplined offense to draw that penalty.
They should mix that in a little bit more frequently, I would say.
It was a good hard count. Because that'll give your offensive line, even like if you're getting the hard count mixed into your plays, then the D line's going to be on their heels.
Right.
They're not going to be jumping on the ball on the
Absolutely
first count.
That looked weird.
Run left, good blocks in front of them.
It looked
Gain
like
of about
half
3 yards.
It looked like half the line, both offense and defense, thought that was on 2.
Yes, that's the hard count right there. You're seeing the effects of the hard count.
Big 3rd down here.
3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4. It looks like it's a short 4. Tommies are lining up. They're in the Aggies side of the field.
Well, this is definitely
It's
4 down.
another sneak. A lot of running back push from behind.
Yeah.
It looks like they're gaining that 4 yards. They
That
are
was
well
impressive.
beyond the
That
markers.
was impressive.
Another first down for the Tommies.
Tommy, first down.
Got 5.5 minutes left in that 4th quarter, and they're just marching down the field. They're getting a few yards each play, and
Yeah.
they're getting into these 3rd down, 3rd and 4s, 3rd and 3s, and they're converting them.
And momentum is a heck of a thing. You start seeing your O lineman blocking for you, you start believing that you can move the ball down the field. I think they should definitely mix in that the snap count.
Snap count on a play action would be great.
Because otherwise, because if you don't,
whoa,
Nice.
a run to the a run to the right. Run to the right was blown up in the backfield. Looks like he was going to try to bounce it out to the left where there was nobody out there. Didn't believe that he could make the edge and took a decent loss on that play.
and that D lineman was in there. I mean,
There were multiple D linemen
immediately.
right back there, but there was one.
That looked like Chase Young
On the snap.
against Michigan. You don't even have enough time to like make a cut. You get the ball from the quarterback, and there's a dude in your face.
2nd down and 20.
That's why I think the snap count is the one tool you can aid yourself against that.
Linebackers are blitzing up the middle. They predicted that run up the middle there.
Now you got a
It'll
third
be 3rd
and
and long. You need to gain yards here to make a convertible 4th down. There's 4 minutes, 20 seconds left in the 4th.
No gain.
What do you do here? Play action?
I would do a play action here. That we haven't seen a pass yet on this drive from the Tommies. But that's partially is because the run has been working so well.
I don't like the
past
dump
few
here,
plays
though.
Is not. No, I don't like the dump. It is
He's
the
running the
deep one.
corner.
It's
He's
the
running
deep
the
one.
corner.
So shaky ball thrown up. 2 men on him.
Oh,
They
they're gonna
have
throw
a
a
flag
flag.
in the backfield.
Never
There
looked back.
was a safety that had his hand all over the receiver.
Flag on
They had
play.
2 men on it. It looked like good coverage, but then just a little bit too handsy
Yeah, you
in
didn't have
the
to do
backfield
that.
back there.
But that's the corner I was talking about earlier. You get that big tight end running a corner route.
Pass interference.
Pass interference on the Aggies.
I want to cut it to Jeff in our New York studio about that play. Did you see any hand contact on the route?
There was some hand contact on the road.
And do you think that warrants a holding call, or is that a pass interference call? Because it's a difference of 5 to 15 yards.
That's pass interference.
Pass
interference all the way?
It says pass interference.
That's what we thought here in the
3rd
studio
down
as well.
and 5.
I like it. Jeff is saying that we need to teach these kids, like the rules of the game. Like you can't be too handsy out there. I mean, you got to let them play. You got to be a little physical, but there is a line. There is a line that was crossed.
It's a good gainer up the middle.
3rd and 4, run up the middle.
Well, that's not an automatic first down in high school.
Not in high school. Not in high school. Pass interference is not an automatic first down. It is third. It is the down at the spot of foul.
That's big. Now we got some momentum.
That was big. It was 3rd and 15.
Yep.
And that penalty pushed them up to 3rd and 4. And then they had that run that converted it. And now they're just outside of the 10-yard line.
Timeout. They're
the Aggies are on their heels.
They're nervous. Well, being up 28-0, I don't know if nervous is the right adjective. But I will say this: I think especially in high school, as a DB, you got to turn your head because the refs are looking if you're looking back for the ball or if you're just hand guarding.
Are you playing the ball or are you playing the receiver?
And back in '99, there was a call called hand guarding. That's no longer a thing. But kids used to hand guard all the time back in then. Back in then. It's getting cold up in the booth. I'm not gonna lie to you, Frost. The breeze is picked up. I heard there might be flurries.
Back in then. Was that a rule back in then, Jeff? I haven't read the book like cover to cover. Back in then it was. Jeff in the booth says that it was. I'm still a little bit sketchy. I need to go to the public library and try to find a rule book.
This is a big play.
First down, just outside the 10.
3.5 left.
They're knocking on the door to get in the end zone. Another pass play.
Get rid of it.
Up the middle, out to the right. All over him before.
That one's easy.
I
don't even have to call Jeff in the studio.
Jeff is giving 2 thumbs up, saying that was pass interference.
Is that guy all right?
He was tackled before the ball was there,
but he looks
yeah, I know.
hurt.
Tommy is down on the field still. There's a pause on the field.
He looks like he's in a lot of pain.
He looks like he's rolling around in a little bit of agony.
And that one was, I mean, that's super easy for a ref to call because he was straight up tackled before the ball got there. You just hope it's not.
Tommies are looking at him. He's getting up on his own accord.
Just hope it's nothing serious. He's getting up.
He's walking off. Helmet's off. He's looking like he's okay.
He might just
he's looking
be
like
mad.
He's upset that was a
he
touchdown.
Might be mad.
That was a touchdown.
That would have been a touchdown had
and he's
they
upset
not tackled
that
him.
he got tackled early on that play. It's 1st and 5 there, within the 10 now, thanks to that pass interference. What
they got to get in the
will
zone. Sneak?
Tommy's do is
He's
sneak
in?
up the middle.
Oh,
it is
is
up
he in?
the middle. A lot of yards. Looks like it's a yard short.
That's a great play call.
That is now 1st and goal, though.
That is a great play call.
Great play call. They have them on their heels. There's 3 minutes, 10 seconds left still in this quarter.
It's getting a little chippy out there now. What down is it?
It's 1st and goal now.
Is it?
Yeah, he just got the first.
Oh.
1st and goal now.
Sneak
for
this
the
in.
Tommies. The Sneaks have been playing well. Run to the left.
He's in, folks. He's not in.
He's getting close. He's marking it down.
Wow.
He's saying not in.
Now I can't
Impressive
see from
because
here.
there were some good blocks out there on that left side.
If we had that pylon cam.
Short gain.
Yes, COVID has hit us hard in the budget department. We have had to cut down on the cameras.
2nd down.
I sneak it here.
1.
Because my worry is if you drop back and give him a handoff, now you're 4 yards in the backfield. And
we have seen that the Aggies have disrupted some of those plays
just sneak
in the
this.
past.
Tom Brady.
3 sneaks back to back. It's a handoff to the left again. Same play. Does it come to success this time?
Yeah,
we hear
they're
cheers. The arms are raised. It is a Tommy touchdown on senior night. And number 5, Tommy has been he's been cleared. He got a little checked out just to make sure he's all good, and he's cheering with his teammates on the sideline on that first touchdown tonight.
Do you onside after this? Actually, let's first see the 2-point conversion.
They are going for the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, because then it's only oh no, still have to score as many times.
They're running right up the middle. It is a pile in the middle, not going down. They are not marking them in. So it will be 28-6.
So Frost, do you onside this?
28, Edison 6.
I onside this, and I tell the kicking team you are running with a full head of steam at this ball. And
is that right?
This
in high school?
We need to get this ball back. So I mean, you just had a very successful offensive drive.
That's true.
Like they've got the momentum right now.
Keep riding the ball.
Get the ball back, and march it down again.
Now, what are the rules in high school for onside kicks? Should I kick it to Jeff in the studio?
Jeff, what does the rule book say?
Jeff, can they
for
run
onside kicks?
Jeff,
high
can they
school
run?
Football.
Yes.
They can run. So it's not like the pros where everyone has to stand and wait. They can run. It just has to go 10 yards. After 10 yards, it's a live ball. And even in high school, they don't even have to split out. Like, you can only have 4 people on one side in the pros. So this will be interesting. Plus, everyone's kind of more nervous in high school.
And we do have a new kicker out there, so this is looking promising for the onside kick out here.
Right you are.
We do have a new kicker. This is promising for an onside. Looks like the Aggies are anticipating one, but they do still have some people lined up deep too. Hand is up for the kick. Whistle is off. Tommies are ready. It is an onside kick to the left. It goes 6 yards.
Go
they
5.
grab it too soon. It
Wait a
will
second.
be the Aggies' ball.
Wait a second. There's no
Onside
flag.
kick attempt did not go 10 yards.
But there's no flag. Oh, so it's not a penalty. They just get the ball where it.
St. Agnes will take
That's too
over
bad.
from the point of recovery.
And Jeff, at the studio, I had no idea that was a rule. When did that come into play? What year was that?
That was 2013.
2013. So these kids have grown up with this rule. Their whole high school career, they've known this. And that's just an unfortunate. That's an unfortunate
tough.
turn of events.
And sometimes the ball bounces unfortunate for you because, like,
It was a good power kick, but
was.
it took that turn to the
Indeed.
left on the left
Yep.
side, onside. But they're packing the box. They're ready. Run right up the middle. Fullback dive. Stuff right up the middle. It
That's
was
a fumble, folks. That's
the
a
ball
fumble.
popped out 5 yards.
who needs an onside kick?
Agnes fumble recovered by
Was
Edison.
this their plan the whole time?
I think it was.
That was impressive. Ball pops out 5 yards into the defensive territory and it just gets scooped up by the Tommies. Edison takes over on their own 40 with 2 minutes left in the game.
Let's see their 2-minute
Edison will
offense.
start first and 10 on their own 42.
So the Aggies defense was not expecting to be out on the field so quickly, especially after the recovered
Yeah, they got to be tired.
kickoff. So that was a long drive that they had last time. So what will happen? They're running it to the right, blown up in the backfield, still alive.
They don't look tired.
Tackled 5-yard loss.
I go back to throwing it to 5.
Bring the pass plays back.
Minima has not caught a pass yet, but he's gotten 2 pass interference
The
calls.
defensive backs look nervous and
Well, he's a big
they're
dude.
they're
If you
a little
look at the
anxious.
safeties and corners for the Aggies, they are not very tall. So you just chuck that up there and let him go get it. And if he doesn't catch it, it's probably going to be pass interference. Run the corner
toss it
route.
up and play your odds. You got bigger the movements on both sides of the ball. They're flagging it. They're calling a false start on Edison.
That was number 5 who was just talking about running a corner route.
Yeah,
I think
5 on the edge. He was excited. He was
what's
excited
funny?
for the route.
I
It
bet
was
he
a
was running
passing
the corner.
play, and
that
he was
happened to me
excited for his
several
route.
times. When I knew I was getting the ball, I was just antsy.
You're just 2 steps ahead of yourself.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you envision yourself getting that catch,
In the
running
end
it into
zone.
the end
Yep.
zone,
Doing your dance.
but first you have to get the ball off.
100%.
Lined up now, it is second and very long. They're back on their own 30. You need to get to the opposite side of the field for a first. Run goes not very far. Gain of about a couple.
We have a happy fan honking.
Someone's honking.
Showing their support.
Showing their support.
1 minute left on senior night. That's a good idea to show a little support.
There's 60 seconds left. Final home game
You got to throw it to 5 here.
for Edison.
What do we got, third and a mile?
Third down, 22.
Third a mile, third and a kilometer. I don't know the conversion, but it's near one of those.
Only 30 seconds left. They're not in a hurry. I think they just want to end on a great play. Here it comes, folks.
This is the rollout Hail Mary we're looking for.
Oh, my sweet
It's
stars.
blown up again in the backfield.
Wow, he's staying alive.
Surviving for much longer than... Still tackled for a loss.
That was the
there,
most exciting
but that-
3-yard loss I've seen all year.
It was impressive how he shook those 2 tackles for a
was.
couple more yard loss.
But they just kept coming.
They are
that's
going the
gonna be
wrong
it.
way. It's another
on the
move
play.
back on that.
I think that's going to be the last play of the night, Frost.
It will be as the
Final
clock
score.
hits 0.0. It is 28-6. The Aggies remain undefeated going into the playoffs. It was a promising second half from the Tommies,
was.
though.
They
They did
sh-
look good on offense on the drive before this one.
They showed perseverance, and for those seniors, we're happy for you. I'm just elated that they got to play this year. And I mean, it's not over, but the regular season's over, and they
still have
and-
1+ games left.
And the growth that I've seen from being here the first night to tonight, I mean, they didn't turn the ball over much. They had huge positive big plays. It's just awesome to see. Well, folks,
That'll wrap us up here. I am James Frosty, and with me is Jimmy Weeks, and we can't wait to see you guys next time.
and as always, thank you for being here with us.
Thank you for tuning in, guys.
Go Blue.